So Alex Hormozi just invested his biggest amount ever into SKOOL.com, a course and community platform by Sam Ovens. Why did he do this? And what is the trend here? Is it communities? Is it paid communities? I wanted to talk about this because there's something that nobody's talking about, and it's bigger than just communities. But if you're new to this and you haven't heard, Alex Hormozi invested into SKOOL.com, a software for course creators and community builders. You can have free communities, paid communities, and you can monetize something that you're good at, your experience, your expertise, and maybe just your hobby or passion. It could be guitars, it could be piano, it could be FIFA, it could be design, it could be AI, copywriting, agency. I personally have one around funnels. And so everyone who wants to build funnels, there's like gamification, there's community, and there's this group of people who are all passionate about something, and we make money doing it as business owners. So naturally, it just makes a lot of sense to build a community, right? And I've had mine on Facebook before, and people have been using Discord, Slack, Facebook, all these other platforms, and they're not considering, a lot of them, SKOOL. Why is that? So let's talk about that. Sam Ovens comes from, his background is consulting.com. So he used to own a company called Consulting. It was around consulting, you guessed it, but also course creators, communities, and I think that's where he got his passion around communities. Alex Hormozi built Mozi Nation, his community, around building businesses, making money, building a life that you enjoy, doing the hard work, all of that. And he comes from the gym business, gym launch. He's been in the software game. He's now in acquisition. He's the co-founder of acquisition.com. But when I looked at this, I thought maybe, how when TikTok started, and I think a lot of people look at it that way, where it's like SKOOL is new, it's fresh, everyone is talking on, let's jump on the SKOOL train. When TikTok started, it had distribution because when people jumped on it, the people who were first, it's kind of like I want to relate this to an MLM, but like a network marketing or pyramid type of business. Like the people who join first, and same thing goes with Bitcoin. People join first, they get the most advantage of it, and so therefore there's like FOMO, fear of missing out, because they're like, if I jump on it now, like I can get more people to it, and it's like this. I don't look at SKOOL that way, and I'll explain why in a second. But I think a lot of people think that SKOOL is hot right now. If I launch a SKOOL community, people will automatically join and be engaged. And so I've seen a lot of people also talk about the problem with this, which is that a lot of people are launching communities for no reason really, or they don't have the foundations, they don't have the product or program, they don't have the journey. Let's just call it a journey that you go on. If you want to learn piano, there's a journey that you go on. If you want to learn funnel building, there's a journey of like, how do I set up my offer, my pricing, my portfolio, and like all these things. And so people, I think, will engage if there's a strong product. And so that's the first thing that nobody's talking about. But the second is, I don't think that distribution alone will make people stay on SKOOL. Meaning, I don't think because this is a hot trend or topic, I don't think that automatically will make you as a community owner successful. Now, there is a big feature on SKOOL that made me excited to join SKOOL, which was the community, like the discovery tab. So on SKOOL, there's a discovery tab where if you click it, you'll see trendy communities. So communities that are growing right now will grow more because they end up on the featured like discovery tab. But I've only joined like one or two from the tab, and I'm not engaging in them. And I was thinking like, why is that? Because it's probably like, if you look at YouTube is really good at having this algorithm that recommends the right like the content to me. But so far, SKOOL maybe isn't doing that because I feel like it's recommending me a little bit of everything. And so that could improve. But right now, I've changed a little bit my perspective on seeing community as a distribution platform. Meaning, if I go on TikTok and I create really good content, then I should get more people, because it's a distribution channel, seeing my content, because the algorithm will find other people who are similar to my community and they'll start following me. Now, I should use the community platform of choice. So we're using High Level as well, and we're using SKOOL. So who knows what this will look like in 3 months. If High Level is better, then we'll use High Level. For now, we're using SKOOL because it's what is working best right now and has what we need right now. So I was looking at it as a distribution channel as well, where if I join now and I just have a really good product, like I created a 30-day course that I've used to charge for, now it's free, and then where they can join another advanced certification program after that if they want to. But the course alone is getting people clients. That's how good it is. So now there's crazy engagement and people are interacting because the content itself is fun. The game is fun. Like I have a gamification called Funnel Grandmaster, where it's like in chess, when you play chess and you play the tournaments, when you win and you win all the tournaments, you become what? A grandmaster. So almost like when you win the game of business and funnels and you become really good at offer creation, design, and copy and like all the things, then you go from pawn to, to rook, knight, bishop, queen, and king. And when you master everything, you become a master, grandmaster. So like I created this entire game too, and people are loving it. And I love it too. Like I feel like my goal is to become like the best grandmaster of the game of business. And so because of that, my community works as well. Because of the free course, that it is actually valuable in itself, people are loving it. Therefore, they also stay engaged and active. And because the certification, because they can unlock badges, and I've automated all of this, so they take a test, they get the badge. Because of all of this side, SKOOL as the platform is working for me right now. I believe that no matter what I'm using in the future, I believe that that will work if, and here's a big if, so not only a lot of people are talking about this, if it's as convenient to use as SKOOL right now, or Facebook. Let's take Facebook. If I log in to Facebook right now, I click Facebook, I don't have to find my password, right? Like I don't have to click, oh, forgot my password, look at my email. If I have 10 emails, I have to go through those and find my password to the email and reset it and all these things in order to just access a Facebook group. But a lot of courses used to be that way, where it's like I have a tab of courses I've bought, and if I want to log in, I don't remember the password. Like there's this whole like drawn out process to even get access to it. But if you look at Facebook, I click Facebook, I can go to a Facebook group. While I'm inside one group, I don't have to go, log out, log into a new one, or even go to the home dashboard to go to the next one. I can just go from one to the next. So convenience. Inside of, and I'll talk about what I think other platforms like High Level will do from here. But from one group, I can just pick another group and jump instantly to the next one, which is another community. So from one community to the next one. If you look at Discord, this is what Discord did as well. You log in once, you get all the Discord servers on the left. You can just click, okay, someone is chatting here, go to the next one. So it's like an entire new market of social networks, a lot of times, or social communities, I would say, similar to social networks like Facebook. So why do I bring all of this up? Number one, I think that convenience, if you create a community, and let's say you don't want to be on SKOOL because you don't want to run ads to your community just for them to leave to someone else. Maybe you're a beginner, you're like, I want them to stay with me because they buy into me as their community leader, someone they look up to. Then I think what High Level is doing with white label apps is going to be big. So like the new market isn't just communities, it's building a personal brand. And when you build a personal brand and you provide value and build goodwill, like Hermosa did, like Sam Ovens did, as I'm trying to do, as you're doing, the community is built by itself because they found this place that like they feel at home, they feel heard, they feel seen, understood. It's relatable, right? You're not just trying to flex and be this guru that don't care about them. No, they can actually access you now inside of this community. They can ask questions. They make posts. You can highlight them. You can confirm that, hey, I'm seeing what you're doing. I see your growth. You can reward them. You can have a game. You can give them awards, recognition for all the hard work they're putting in. And so High Level, for example, with the white label app coming out, I think is going to be pretty cool as well, where you can have like the Gusten community or the Funnel Grandmaster community, and there's an app, and inside of it, there's like, just like Facebook, you can have both the free community and the paid one. There's like a tab for funnel design or feedback for funnels, copywriting. And I think that the personal brand business itself is the market and the future. So it used to be courses in the past where you logged in and you were alone, like working on your course or learning these topics. And then we saw some people launching certifications. That was like a step to gamification. But now all these platforms, I believe even like high level Clickfunnels, Kajabi, SKOOL, Circle, like all of these will have gamification to the point where it's similar to SKOOL. So SKOOL won't stand out for that specifically. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens and how they're going to stand out. But for you, the big opportunity, here's two opportunities nobody's talking about. Number one is for you to launch 2 communities. One free one that is so good that it sells them on the next thing. So remember the Amazon flywheel of like the cheapest prices, the biggest amount of products they can choose from, fast shipping, and just people are super happy, they love it, therefore recommend it to other people. It becomes the new normal because it's so good and people recommend it to other people, and so like this flywheel takes place. If your personal brand is the most giving, the most caring, you have the most, or not the most content, but the best, most relevant content that simplifies something that people love to just, I call it like play with, because it should be a game, not just a course. If you have all these things, then the free community will be engaging and people automatically buy your stuff, whether you sell it through this beautiful like long form funnel or a short like, hey, here's a 2-minute video explaining what you get when you upgrade. Here's a payment link and just buy from there. And so the funnel is changing a little bit. If you look about it, it's like a hidden funnel that is not just countdown timers and scarcity and webinars where you're screaming at people, but it's here's the free thing, enjoy. If you want to upgrade, great. If you don't want to upgrade, that's fine as well. When you're ready, here's what we have for you. And I'm seeing this working already because it's been working since I launched my free community and have this paid community as well. So building your personal brand will be more important, and especially when you look at AI, for example. People will be questioning like what's real and what's not real. I just want to have a community and someone who I can ask questions and someone who's been on the journey sharing how they got there. And that's all I want. And truly for me as well, if I look at some of my hobbies like FIFA, for example, like do I want to go on YouTube and look at some random FIFA videos, or would I rather have someone in a community where I can play with them online, and you know what I mean? So that's one big opportunity. The second one is helping personal brands monetize. And this is the biggest mistake where people think that the big opportunity is community builders. I don't think you should be a community manager or community builder. I think you should be someone who helps personal brands monetize. And when I saw this big trend of SKOOL and everyone talking about this big, partnership and the rise of paid communities, I was like, nobody's talking about like the actual funnel ecosystem of a personal brand. Because if you look at what that actually means, it means it's a personality having a business, which, typically they blow up because they're really good or passionate about something. And they want to do more of that, which is typically like content, community, and like coaching or course creation, not monetizing it, not building websites, not writing copy. And so what I've done for years now, and I've built 500 sales funnels for people, and big brands too that you would recognize, like Tony Robbins was one of my clients. But I would just help them with their homepage, their lead magnets, their email sequences, their sales funnels, their application funnels, their event tickets. And it's actually a lot of fun because you feel like you're part of this team. And some people are saying you can only have one client because they're like, oh, it would be too much work to work with more than one client. I'm like, no, it would just be more fun because let's say you pick one market, the personal brand market, and you just work with them and you build, let's say, 4 funnels. The homepage, which is like the foundation for everything. And let's maybe look at it as a pyramid. The foundation is the homepage. Then the next step would be the opt-in lead funnel where they get leads. So it could be a free masterclass or free ebook or something, or free community. And so you build that. So it's a building block. But the next one would then be, how do we monetize? It's a sales page that explains, here's the community, here's the course, here's the program, the curriculum, here's what people are saying about it, here's the price, here's what you get, here's an FAQ, here's who it's for, here's who it's not for, here's the process or roadmap. Remember the journey that you're taking people on? Here's what that looks like. You design it visually. So you combine the words that sell with design that converts with the tech, and it's just sitting here at your computer. So when people say it's so hard, it's like there are people who are working 12-hour days in a mine, in a coal mine. And we think it's hard to sit at a computer and type words and design stuff because we have to be focused and we can't be scrolling on TikTok at the same time. I'm like, this is one of the biggest opportunities in the entire history of the internet, in my opinion, because if you want to make a lot of money, make other people money. So instead of selling like a logo design or something, which I'm not knocking those people, I'm saying sell a design for a homepage that sells something, or a sales page. Some people call it landing pages. Like if you sell something, especially if you have upsells and stuff, like you have a sales page, order form, upsell, confirmation page, like that is a sales funnel because it's a sales process. So sell them landing pages or websites or funnels that help them monetize their expertise and experience in a community. And now you have an amazing business that's fun. You get to network with other people. You get referrals and word of mouth kicks in. And no matter what platform it is, SKOOL, high level, Clickfunnels, you just help them where they're at. Let them choose what platform they want to use. And now you're building these skills. You're becoming this grandmaster of business where you stack these skills. Start charging low, 500 first. Set up your portfolio. Build your personal brand. Do lead generation. Close deals. If you want a free course, how to do this in 30 days and land your first client, there's a link below where you can join our community. It's called Funnel Grandmaster. And you'll see the game plan of how to become a grandmaster. Exactly the roadmap that you need to go through in order to do that. We have a certification as well. And I've found my community by creating it, almost like creating a new market. And now I'm seeing this like big trend of communities. I'm like, yes, except now finally you're seeing it, but you're getting a little bit wrong if you just focus on the community. The business is actually in the market of creating and monetizing personal brands. And the community is like the feeling of togetherness that we get. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, what you think about the whole distribution aspect. If you think that SKOOL will be the distribution, or if social media is the distribution and the community is the monetization aspect. So let me know in the comments below. Also on the Funnel Grandmaster stuff, I'll leave a link in the comments. I'll be there looking and reading every single comment. Appreciate you for being here as we're building our community and my personal brand, connected with more people just like you.